What's up again, guys? Yo. I'm sure there are a few things that piss you off when you go about your daily dungeon crawling. Sometimes it's hard to avoid numbskulls, but that is part of the MMO experience. Perhaps this guide can inject a little wisdom to those who are in dire need of it, and alleviate the overall gaming atmosphere. But before we begin, be sure to hit on the subscribe button for more great videos. Alright. Daily Dungeon. This is one of the fastest ways to amass upgrade stones and enhancement scrolls. Always go for the highest difficulty which you can actually finish. And depending on what you need, spend some rubies or red diamonds to do daily resets of specific days. My current project is limit breaking my armor set. Thus, I've been resetting Thursday daily for the past few weeks to get more armor upgrade stones. The Tower of Insolence. Even though your combat power is low by 50,000 to 100,000 from a floor's recommended combat power, you can still clear it with the aid of soul shots. But floors are not created equal. Every 5 floors, you'll be encountering the 4 previous bosses as normal waves. On these difficult boss floors, your combat power should not be far from the recommendation. Okay. Elite Dungeon. Of course. You normally do hot time in the highest elite that you've unlocked. And it's recommended to expend your hot time on mobs that fall under these categories. 1. Preferably, but not necessarily, the highest level in that specific elite. 2. It's a pit boss's mini-mob, which means it drops cores. 3. The mob is labeled with Evil of Blood, thus also dropping proofs of blood and red starstones for the glory of your clan. It's unwise to spend your hot time on the mob that doesn't possess these criteria. Also, depending on the situation, set your auto battle radius to 0 if there are no other parties in the area and if you have a healer and a lurer. Otherwise, if it's free for all like in this vid, set it to 10. By the way, there is no point in killing other players that are outside your party who are leeching XP on the same hot time spot. Don't worry so much about XP and leveling up because CP improvement is more important. That's why others are practicing the level hold method. Anyway, the few ones who are leeching XP on your party's hot time spot are actually helping you in a way by killing mobs faster, thus more drops before your hot time expires, and therefore more items to level up your gear, hence improving your combat power faster. People that kill others who are sharing hot time spots with them are just downright greedy, clueless donkeys. Another tip is to label everything you do. If you can't find a party with the same objective as you, create one and rename it with your objective. And, as I've said before, arriving players with similar objective, if they have common sense, will definitely join your party. Likewise, always read party labels too. Joining a party with a different objective is just utter pathetic. Next. Extraction Dungeon. As per XP, this is the best time to use your Inazad's blessing pots. And it's recommended that you do your quest scrolls, main quests, and all weeklies immediately after this dungeon to maximize the effect of Inazad's blessing. Thus, you need to ignore damn useless schmucks with purple or red in-game names because they could prolong your stay. Anyway, normally it's a good practice to balance out your herb count by moving around and weeding out exactly the colors you need. However, at higher levels, where elixirs have become high grade and crafting them requires more and more essences, you may end up having a surplus of herbs. Thus, balancing out your herbs may not be necessary anymore. To expedite the process, You can just stay in one spot. Embrace a come what may mindset, and weed out successively until you complete your extraction count. Also, it's a good idea to kill your personal mandragoras because they drop random essences. And rattles too, for the unique buffs that they provide. Okay. Equipment dungeon. Do not AFK. That's it. But if it can't be avoided, set auto battle radius to 10 or 30. But never on 0. Why? Because you need that extra mobility to defend the other sides of the tower in case they get overwhelmed. 0 is best for pit bosses, field bosses, and on the scenario in Elite that I've mentioned earlier. But not here. Also, for higher difficulty modes, it's advised to turn on your soul shots, especially when you've just unlocked a new mode, or your level is still not that far from the required level. Don't be a numbskull, and be regarded as the party's weakest link. Be sensible. Don't AFK. Turn your soul shots on. And when offensive buffs spawn, get them. Well, there's really nothing fancy about Adena and experienced dungeons, except for the fact that soul shot usage also plays a crucial role on both of them. And finally, summoning stone dungeon. Similar to equipment. Don't AFK, and use soul shots if you're one of the party's weak links. However, this dungeon is more forgiving, and the chance of failure here is exponentially lower than in equipment. In fact, you'll notice that triple S and double S are frequent results, even if the whole party is AFK. If you want to be more proactive, to guarantee a triple S, just make sure that you are ahead of the pack to take down threats before they get to Feldheim. And that's all there is for now. Also, check out other videos from Sabbath Clan Philippines and subscribe. Happy dungeon crawling. Peace out, yo.